Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and I'd like to thank everybody that has subscribed to my channel. And I'm gonna do something new and different. I have had requests of from a couple people to do a video on how I make my stitch markers. So I thought I would take this opportunity to do that for you. So please be patient with me, because this is the first time I've done this video showing you how I make my stitch markers. So I have this tray that I use. I have this tag here with this, it's like a safety pin, and I just, this tag, and I just added, punched 2 holes in there just so I can clip the paper clip on there. And then I will attach, when I do my stitch markers, I do a set of 3. But if someone wants just 1 stitch marker, I can do that. And then I can just attach it, just do a tag and just have just 1 hole, and figure something out, or just do something and attach it directly to the tag without using the safety pin, if you're just wanting just 1 stitch marker. But all of my stitch markers have been done in sets of 3, and so I have that right there. And then these right here are the tools that I use to make the stitch markers. This one I use to cut the wire to the desired length, and then these 2 I use to hold and open up the jump rings. And then this one is the one that I use to twist the wire to make the loop on the one end to attach the jump ring and the hook. So so let me get started here. And this box here is where I keep some of my supplies. So I have 2 different deals here. One that already has a loop on one end, so you can see that. And then this other one has kind of like a pinhead. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. So it depends on which one I use, depending on if I want to have if I just want to have just beads, or if I want to have a charm dangling. So let's see. I think what I might do is do one of each, so that way you can see the difference. And let's see, I think I'm gonna do, what I might do is do 2 with the pinheads, and then 1 with, to have the charm dangling in the middle. So that's what I do, is I lay those out, and then since I'm gonna do gold, so I go ahead and I get my clasps out. So I'm doing 3, so I got those, and then I'm gonna get out my jump rings, and there are I've got a couple different sizes. So as you can see, there's a real small one, and then there's this size, and I think those are the only, no, I even have a smaller size. Let's see if I can get this one picked up so you can see. So there's the 3 different sizes of the jump rings. So I think to attach, I think I'm going to go with the medium size one to attach the clasps. At the top, and then I think to attach the charm, whoops, I think I might go with the small one. Okay, so once I have that decided, then I can go ahead and close that and move it aside. Then I have my beads. So I have those beads. Oops. And then I have those beads, and I have some charms in there as well. And then I have these beads and some charms in there as well. But I also have this container of charms as well. So let me see here. So since we're going with gold, let's see, which charm do I want? Let's do one with the Eiffel Tower. Okay. So now that I have my charm, so I'll put that one right there, since I know that that will go there. So now to figure out my beads. So now with these, with the small pinheads, I have to have a real small bead, one with a small small hole. Let's see, me. Come on, focus. I don't know why my camera's not wanting to focus. Maybe if I hold it like that. See, like that. Because that way when I thread it onto the deal, as you can see, then that way okay. It's being stubborn. Don't want to focus. But see how big the pin head is? I don't know why my camera's not. There we go. See how the pin head covers the hole and it doesn't come through. Then that way then it doesn't matter after that what size hole the next bead or whatever I have on there, then it won't, that way it won't fall off. Now on this one, it won't matter because this one has this on there, and then plus it'll have the jump ring, which that'll hold it. But just to keep everything uniform, because I'm going to be using this pretty much the same beads all the way through. Is that this? Yeah. So I like to kind of keep my beads kind of. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I don't know if you saw that or not, but see, I've got two different size beads. So I need to get I try to keep everything kind of uniform. There we go. Now we got all three gold beads to start off with, the same size. That way they, like I was saying and stuff, I like to try to keep everything as uniform as possible when doing this, to keep the uniformity. Okay, so now to decide what other beads or what other I would like to have on here. And let's see here. So I think what I might do, yeah, okay, put one and one of those. Do one of those, and then I think put that one, that, and that. Okay. And okay. So once I've decided on what beads and kind of the order that I want them in, then I can go ahead and set all of this aside, out of my way. Whoop. Set those over, set those aside, and now I can start my assembly. So what I'm going to do, and I always do this part first, put the beads on, except for when I've got a charm, I like to go ahead and do the charm part first. And sometimes it's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can be able to tell, but you can barely tell where on the jump ring where there's a little split. And what you want to do is you take everything. It's better if I had two of these, which I will eventually get me another set of regular pliers to do this part with, but for now this is what I do. And then you just want to kind of twist it a little bit, just enough so that you can slip your charm and this on there, which that bead will come off, but I can put it back on there in a minute. Then you take and you grab a hold of them again, and then you just twist it back the other way so you can close it. And then what I do is then I just give it a little squeeze just to kind of bring the two ends together, and then now you've got your charm attached to the wire. Now I can go ahead and put my beads on. Oops. Starting to put them on the wrong order. Okay. And then this one. And then this one. Okay. So now I'm gonna grab my little trash can here. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my finger on top of the top bead, and make sure that I have all of my beads all the way down and snug, and hold them all together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the excess just above my finger. There we go. Then I'm going to take this tool, and at the biggest part, I'm going to just grab a hold of it right there at the very top of right where I cut, and then just twist, then remove it, and then grab that, and then kind of twist it into itself until that curls right above the top of that bead. And that'll help hold and secure the bead on there, the beads. And then I'll repeat that same process with the others. Oh, trying to cut it with the pliers instead of the proper tool. There. And the reason why I cut it the way, like I over this little trash can, if not, and you just sit here and just go like that, that piece that you're cutting off will go flying. This way I know it goes inside my trash can and not somewhere else, and I end up taking a chance of stepping on it or one of the dogs. And then I just twist and twist. So, and then again with this one. So I hold it up, like upside down over the trash can. Here, let me scoot this over and scoot this over so you guys can know. It's kind of hard for you guys to see. So like that, and then that way it falls down into the trash can instead of all over the place. Okay. So grab it. Make sure I have my beads snug. Twist. Grab a hold of it again and twist. Make sure it's kind of snug. And there we go. Now, to add the jump ring and the hook. Okay, so basically, this part is the same process like I did here. So I just grab a hold of it with the pliers and just make sure that I have a hold of it, and make sure that the part where the come on, focus. don't know if you can tell and stuff where that split is. You want to make sure that when you grab hold of it, that's on top there. And then you just grab a hold of it, and then just do a twist, just enough to open it up so that you can put that part and that part on there, and then grab a hold of it and then twist it back, and then you might have to grab a hold of it like this and just give it just a little bit of a squeeze, just to make sure that the ends are together and that there's no gap. And then that one is done. And then I'm going to repeat the same process again with the others. Oops. Now if you have a charm, and then you kind of want to have the clasp kind of in a certain direction depending on the charm, especially if the charm is like this one, where it's the decoration of the charm is only on one side, just for aesthetics. So there's that one. And I know sometimes it's kind of hard to, especially when you have these smaller jump rings, sometimes it's a little harder to pick up and kind of hang on to. So you just twist it just enough so you can slip on what you need to slip onto the jump ring, and then twist it closed, and then just to make sure that they're closed. And even. Because you don't want it to snag on anything. And then what I do is, then once I'm done with them, then Then I just clip them onto this clip. Now they do make these safety pins that does have like a loop on them, which is really nice, because then that way the stitch markers don't go sliding all over the place. So there you go. So that is how I make my stitch markers. Here, let me do this so that way I'll be able to see them a little bit better. Let me bring them up closer. So that is my process on making stitch markers, and these are available for sale. If you're interested, my contact information is in the description box below. I also post pictures of my stitch markers on my community tab, and also on my Instagram. In fact, I will be changing my Instagram name to match my channel name, so that way it'll be really easy to find, and that will also be listed in the description box below. And so yeah, so if you're interested in any of my stitch markers, you can contact me via email, Facebook Messenger, or via Instagram. And you can let me know if you want a set of 3, set of 2, set of 1, and we'll go from there. And thank you for watching this video on how I make my stitch markers and the process of how I go about making them, my process. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It sure will help my channel. And yeah, so if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. And I also not only do I do the stitch markers, but I also do junk journals, and I also crochet. And so yeah, so, and I also will be doing more videos with regards to my full body silicone doll. That's another hobby I have. I've got 7 more weeks and I will be retired. So so this will become my full-time job. Not really a job, but I'll be able to do this full-time. And I am planning on going live, doing live video on YouTube using StreamYard. And yeah. So please consider becoming part of my family and clicking that subscribe button. And if you do, make sure you click that notification bell, because then that way you get notified of whenever I post to my community tab and whenever I upload a video. So again, thank you for watching, and take care. Love one another, but most importantly, love yourself. I love you guys. Thank you again for being here, being part of my family, supporting me, and showing me all your love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, and another thing, I do have a giveaway going on right now, so please go check that out. And it ends on the 11th, which is a week from today. So yeah, so please go check that out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.